Gorillaz is me going back to my bedroom with my 4-track my synthesizer.
And this new album,
but this time it was an iPad.
I was going to say it's more than a 4-track now.
And strobe lights are just, everything's in strobe now. It seems everything's so quick.
You've even got a track on the album called Strobe Light.
I have, with Pev and Everett,
which is amazing.
That tune! I can't wait for people to hear that. But they can't hear it quite yet. But
no, they've got to wait.
I can't wait for them to hear that one.
So when's the album out?
Well, it's been finished for a while.
Okay.
I finished it at the end of last year. I'm desperate for it to come out. I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out, but it feels like it's beginning to come out.
Well, I
Finally.
believe by the end of April, people will have heard everything.
Yeah. Well, no, they won't have heard all the extra stuff that we've done.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Because the interesting thing is, like, you do a tune, for example, tune like Sex Murder Party with Jamie Principle and Zebra Cats.
Which is a guest list in itself.
It's a good party. I've got different versions of that. I've got a tune, Busted in Blue, which there's an Arabic version of it by this Lebanese singer, but it didn't make it onto the record. It was not in the narrative of this record, but it's a part of it, so I want to release that at some point.
So what's the narrative?
There's loads and loads and loads and loads of
this album,
weird shit that I've done around this record, which I'll bore people with endlessly for the next few years.
So if you get the deluxe version, I think it's 26 tracks or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So what's the narrative for it? Humanz is the title.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's called Humanz, yeah, it is, with a Z, which I suppose is kind of, simply put, is, we're in transition. We're turning into something else. But the albums kind of came from this dark fantasy of, which I suppose came into my head beginning of last year, which was like, just imagine the weirdest, unpredictable thing happening that changes everything about the world. How will you feel on that night? How will you kind of go out? Will you go and get drunk? Will you just stay at home? Will you just watch TV? Will you talk to people? And I suppose we were imagining the idea of Donald Trump. It's not about Donald Trump,
no,
at all.
Because you started way before.
But it was imagining that happening in a way. That was our dark fantasy, and unfortunately, it became reality. You know.
How do you pick the collaborators? I have to ask. How do you pick them?
It's such a random process. I mean, we kind of, I suppose we think about tone of voice and what they do and whether. I mean, we've tried out a lot of people, and some people just don't. Either they don't have the kind of life experience that a record like this requires, and that's got nothing to do with age. It's just where you are at that point.
Of course,
and it's an understanding of. And then some people just aren't into the sort of the darkness of the music that I make. They're just not. They just don't feel what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They feel uncomfortable with that, and so you can. I've tried that many times, and there just isn't that connection. So it doesn't work with everybody,
I know you know your reggae. I know you know your dancehall. I know you are a fan. Yeah. But Popcorn is one of the brand new school that's only really just finding his feet now.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was really interesting. I mean, we had to wait a while.
Jamaica.
But it didn't matter because we were there anyway.
Yeah.
And... he came with quite a few of his friends, so the session started at about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we've been waiting since. How long have we been waiting, Tanya? 12 hours, yeah. in which obviously two things I'd done quite a lot of.
You're in Jamaica, it's the law.
And I was maybe looking for a third at that point. Keep myself focused.
Blue Mountain Coffee, obviously, is what we're talking about.
hey, you can interpret that however you like. And then we kind of worked all night, and you know, at the end of it, I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know why. And then next day, had a chat and, you know, communicated, and he came in and he did this, and I think this is quite different to anything else he's done. I mean, it's very personal. It tells a kind of an alternate narrative to a lot of the kind of ideas within modern dancehall.
Yes.
So I've become quite a diplomat, really, haven't I?
You have.
Over the years.
It's true, though. It is very true. And this is the most honest that I've heard.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Of course.
So, yeah. And then he came out with this, and it just fitted perfectly. My point is, I don't just work with people, only if we get that connection, and we definitely got that connection, and we've got this crazy tune. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything else.
No.